Okay, so we are here. Unfortunately, another one goes down. So you're having a discussion about this in the Discord. If you want to join the private Discord, the link is in the description. But I'm gonna go over it and give y'all my 2 cents. I mean, everybody has an opinion. It's up to you to decide what you want to listen to. But yeah. So pretty much, True Forex Funds was suspended, or their license was revoked for MetaQuotes, and a lot of people seem to kind of get this misconstrued about what's happening. So I'm going to reveal what you should do, because a lot of people ask me this in Discord, and it's not like I'm keeping information. It's a red list. It's really simple. And my Forex Funds is here on the red list, okay? So as you can see, you can go to the red list on cftc.gov, and you can look at all the firms that are listed. There's about 60 of them. Let's just look at it. And as you can see, there's a lot of disingenuous behavior on the prop firm and broker side, and that's why I'm kind of always looking at it. So let's just go over what they said, and then I'm gonna explain why they're actually literally just lying in this post that's on their website. But let's read it. Dear traders, due to a nonsense reason, MetaQuotes has terminated our license, and therefore we have to freeze our services temporarily. Our team is working hard on a plan to continue providing our services. The incomprehensive reason for the termination is using a third-party provider for equity synchronization purposes who has allegedly not connected to MetaTrader's client terminal in a way that is fully acceptable by MetaQuotes. True Forex Funds has used the mentioned third-party service since 2021 without any complaint from MetaQuotes. Now keep in mind they said no complaint from MetaQuotes. MetaQuotes did not give any prior warning, nor did they provide any chance to replace the unwanted provider, despite it being evident that in no industry is it possible to investigate your partner. Really interesting they said that. Provider or any supplier source code to prove their legitimacy. That's true. We would like to assure all of you that despite all the turbulence, we will never back down, and you will be able to continue your journey where it had to be stopped. Our team continuously tried to convince MetaQuotes to keep our licenses. In case of lack of success, we will try to migrate your trading accounts to a broker. They're gonna have to do that, by the way. We would like to apologize for this disaster. A force majeure event. I'm not gonna try to pronounce that right, but they're saying event out of their control. I don't know why they try to use this fancy word. This is legal jargon. That has occurred due to the reasons beyond our control. Remember, they're saying this is out of their control. They didn't know anything prior. Keep that in mind. Please note that the remaining payouts will be settled once the platform is unfrozen. This is what's interesting. They're saying that because MetaQuotes suspended them, they're frozen. So that's very interesting, because remember, my Forex Funds was frozen by the government. How are they frozen? Because MetaQuotes kicked them off the server. Okay. If the worst case scenario occurs and we have to migrate to another broker server, we will face an issue with the offer symbols discrepancies, making open positions, migrate challenges. Please close your positions before market closure. Otherwise, they will be automatically closed. That's true. Once again, keep in mind that as soon as the workaround is implemented, you will be able to continue your trading journey with True Forex Funds. Your support means a lot to us. We will keep you updated. I'm not going to read that name. Anyway, if you go to the red list, you will see my Forex Funds was up here. So the fact that they said they had no prior knowledge because MetaQuotes didn't tell them, that's not cool. That's not cool to throw MetaQuotes under the bus, because if you look at, where is it? True Forex Funds. Sometimes I get the names confused. If you look right here on the list, where is it? True Forex Funds. Boom. They were red listed in June of 2023 last year. And any broker or prop firm you see on this list is getting shut down by MetaQuotes, because MetaQuotes is being fined $100,000 for every broker that is on here that is not going into compliance with the rules that they set forth when they got kicked off Apple. So remember 2 years ago, when was it 2 years ago? Matter of fact, let's just look that up now. I'm gonna look that up off screen, but I just want to make sure I'm not speaking out of turn, because there was like an apocalypse behind it. People were crying their butts off. Meta quotes kicked off Apple Store. This all is coming from that, by the way. Okay, let's see, because I don't want to say yeah. So it was 2 years ago, because it was 2022. Apple removes a trading app. Yeah, so it was September 26, 2022 when this happened. I want to make sure I'm not giving y'all the wrong information. So when that happened, MetaQuotes made a deal to come back in compliance, because on Android, they're open source, so you don't have to have permission from them to post. You just need to make sure your code is acceptable by the platform. So long as you code the right language, the app can be produced through you. On Apple, you have to give them the app, and you have to give them the permission to sell your apps. So MetaQuotes was kicked off Apple because there were complaints about MetaQuotes and people losing money. And because MetaQuotes is so hard to get in touch with, because they're in another country, they're in Russia, yada, 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 whatever the situation is, they were removed. So in order to come back, they had to do these things to go into compliance. And when this started, all the people who were red listed on this paper that I'm showing you, this website, all of these brokers that are here, as you can see, they were all getting kicked off MetaQuotes one by one. So MetaQuotes is pretty much going through this list, and they're kicking all of these brokers off. So if you pay attention, there's some brokers up here. A lot of people are using CoinEx. It was mentioned today. CoinEx has been red listed since 2020. So they know they're getting ready to lose their MetaQuotes license. So it's very disingenuous that they come on here and they tell you guys, hey, we had no clue this was happening. Oh, why are they doing this to us? Oh, this is the apocalypse, yada. No. What's happening is these brokers are building these prop firms with as little money as possible. So the regulations are very shabby. So in order for them to continue to do business, what's going to happen is they're going to have to get a liquidity provider that is in compliance. So pretty much the government wants to know where the money is going and coming from. They're using these shabby, shady companies that are just keeping things, they're pretty much like not paying the taxes properly. And I'm just telling you that they're in these gray areas where the government can't properly track the money. So they're going after these companies and the people that are entitling them, because MetaQuotes has been screened from the sun and moon to be a scam by a lot of people. So a lot of the complaints that you see happening on YouTube, you have influencers complaining about brokers. They're filing complaints with the CFTC. I see one guy yesterday on his story. He was threatening prop firms that they're going to get closed. He's filing complaints. He's telling his subscribers to do it. And I get what he's doing. He wants the broker to go down. But I'm like, bro, when you wish bad for one company, just know that the company you work for, the same thing could happen. Somebody who with more power can do the same thing. So these complaints that are going around are getting these companies clipped. And it's a lot of too much chatty patty talking on the internet. I don't want to sound ghetto or talk too much about, the nonsense that's happening. But pretty much there's a lot of complaining to companies about other companies. The government is getting a lot of complaints. The regulated brokers are complaining that they're losing too much of their traders to the unregulated side because the conditions are just too favorable for trading, even though the conditions are simulated. And so they're gonna say that they didn't know they were up here. I'm just here to let y'all know, because I expose the truth about this. And I'm gonna give you the website right here. You can look at the top and see it's the CFTC red list. If you go down to the funded trader, let's look it up, True Forex Funds. I don't want to misspeak and say the wrong one, even though the funded trader is leaving as well. They're not up here, the funded trader, by the way. But True Forex Funds has been up here since June of 2023. So this whole thing about them saying here that they don't know what's going on, they're caught by surprise, they had to know they were red listed. If you're the CEO of a company and your company gets red listed by the government, you kind of know that it's coming. You get what I'm saying? Especially once you see MetaQuotes is taking action against these red listed brokers. Now, if you pay attention to the list, there's about 60 something of them up here. Not every broker's up here. So it's not gloom and doom for all the prop firms and brokers. There's very few prop firms up here. You see what I'm saying? But there are some known ones and some surprises if you look at this list. But what gets me is how you see. Let's go to H, because this one was funny to me. Look at Hanko Trade. Where is it? Let's go to H, because see, this is funny to me. Hanko Trade pretended like they didn't know that they were gonna get closed down, and look, they were up here since July of 2022. Why did you think when they got taken down immediately they were able to open another platform? Now, Hanko Trade is up here because people were complaining about the broker. How do I know that? Well, simple. Hanko Trade was no different. Hanko Trade was no different, and this is not to defend Hanko Trade, it's just to be fair, because fair is fair. Hanko Trade got treated unfairly. Even though I'm not a big fan of the broker, I didn't have a thing against him either. Here's the thing, and I heard the rumor about Sardine FX owning the broker. I don't care about that part, because right is right and wrong is wrong. And here's the thing. If you pay attention, let's go to H again. I want y'all to look at this list, because sometimes you just got to research this stuff for yourself. And I get that people are hardworking and they don't have time to keep up with all of this ghetto gossip nonsense, chatty patty crap. I get it. But look at that. You don't see Hugo's Way, or you don't see KOT4. You don't see Hugo's Way here, because this is in alphabetical order. You don't see Hugo's Way, and you don't see KOT up there. So this is a bunch of people who are filing complaints. Meta Quotes is going after the people on this list. So if your broker's on this list, just know that your broker or prop firm, if you see them on here, when you go look, just know that it's just a matter of time before they're going to get close. So you're not just like blindsided. Because as a swing trader myself, this cripples me when this happens, because I lost a lot of money in the fourth quarter due to the brokers closing my trades like this. Like they said here, because they already seen it. They know that they're suggesting people close their trades before 4 o'clock, which I'm getting ready to do when I end this video. I'm going to close a couple of trades, because you don't know what you're going to wake up to Monday, right? But they're saying that because, you know, it sucks that you wake up and your trades are closed, your account is migrated. At least if you close your trades, you know how much money is sitting there, and, you know, you got to look forward to. But just keep in mind, they kind of are being disingenuous. They were on this red list since last year. And I don't get how they could get up here and then say that they're surprised at what's happening. Traders Way is up here. Look, Traders Way has been up here since 2015. Can you look how long Traders Way has been red listed? So this is the thing that I'm starting to notice, that these brokers and these prop firms get red listed. And what I'm starting to gather from the data and research that I'm doing, that people are flagging these brokers. They have maybe beef with someone, or someone powerful, some influencers are flagging these brokers and prop firms. That's my belief. I don't think this is just regular traders doing this. I think this is an orchestrated move. And it's unfortunate, because everyone's attacking everyone and there's all this backbiting. I see the people going on Twitter. They're talking about filing reports and establishing complaints against these brokers, and then saying that, hey, this broker's getting ready to go down. We just filed a petition, 500 people signed it. We just reported this broker. One guy was saying he had a meeting with the CFTC about another broker. And I'm sitting in the back and I watch all this and say, this is messy stuff, because they don't realize that your broker's going to get dragged into this as well. Because these brokers are not spending the money to get the proper regulation. So if this broker's doing it and your broker's doing it, it's only a matter of time before your broker gets someone to fire back and file a complaint. So in layman's terms, people, what's happening is that this is the list of let me see if I can find it. I'm going to show it to y'all. Give me a minute. Give me a minute to pull this up, and I'm going to show you the list of the prop firms and what you need to be looking at, because it's a really messy game, and I want to end this video. I don't want it to be too long, so I'm going to try to make sure it's not too long. I'm sorry. I went over 10 minutes, and I kind of just didn't want to do that. I don't feel like editing a 10-minute video. Let's see. I think I got it up. Let's see if I can get it on the screen. And of course, it's like too large, but that's okay. I said too large. Pause, pause, pause. Pause for the cause, my boys. Okay, so this is just a screenshot of what it's looking like, the demographic, as far as the geographic, I should say. I'm talking about demographic. I sound like a politician now. Sheesh. Sorry, I could have just fit this to screen, and I'm being lazy. And in being lazy, I just made more work for myself. So pretty much, this is what we're looking at, okay? Okay. So, yeah. So pretty much, this is what we're looking at. And let me lock this on the screen so it doesn't move. And as you can see, the main target would be the US, right? And then you would have the UK, because the UK is in compliance with the US. If the US says they're breaking the law, then the UK is going to agree with it. So is Canada. So pretty much, you want to kind of get over here. You see the Chess, they got affected. You see Hungary, they got affected. You see these places over here, they got affected. You kind of want to probably get in the UAE, because they're the least impacted by this. And you want to look at these brokers as the last hope. If these brokers start going down, then we're in trouble, okay? So the UAE is kind of out of the clear for now. Doesn't mean they're going to stay. Fivers is in that area where they should be fine, but we'll see. But anyone over here on this side that's in compliance with the US, and the US is pretty much in pocket with, because you see they went as far as Ches, where FTMO is at, and got them out of here. So you got to kind of look at all of this, okay? So that's why I'm putting this on the screen for you guys to do your knowledge. This is propfirmmatch.com, and you could go up here and just check out prop firm stuff. I'm going to start implementing this stuff into the website sometime this year too, so people could do this at the website. I went and removed some prop firms from the website because they're just in this territory where I know they're going to have problems in the future. Now, what's keeping some of these prop firms in the U.S. safe? They're using regulated liquidity providers. And as long as the government can understand where the money is coming from, pretty much they won't touch the broker or prop firm. And that's why this is not 100% doom and gloom. But the problem is that the prop firms are starting to know that they're going through these challenges and these obstacles, and they're doing things to try and make money. And it's just bad for you as a trader, as a customer, because they're going to foot the bill off to you to compensate for the regulation fees, for the fees from now having to partner with a regulated broker, because that's going to cost more money. So then you're going to get more higher fees for the challenges. You're going to get better. You're going to get worse conditions for your trades. It's just, as you see, it's starting to happen. They're starting to do a lot of shady things, right? So in the future going forward, just look at this graph, come to this video, and just look over here at the EAU. If I was you, my personal take, I'm not a financial advisor, of course I got to give that stipulation, is to stay over here. If you go to the CFTC red list and look, you will see pretty much where prop firms and brokers to stay away from. And the only good news I have for you is there's not too many prop firms actually up there. But the ones that are up there, they're going after them, okay? So it's not doom and gloom, but I will leave y'all with this one last message in this video. If you are planning to become a profitable trader, you're still struggling to become a profitable trader, this is not a pitch. I'm not about to sell you nothing. I'm about to tell you. You kind of don't want to sit on the sidelines. You want to get actively involved. You want to start trading. You want to start, getting your skill better, because as you get better, you're going to see a lot of things change and go through, disappear, go away. And my 4 to 5 years of trading, I'm already seeing a lot of crazy things happen. I see a lot of brokers leave and come and go. We're in the era of people telling on brokers and prop firms now because they want their favorite prop firm to win because they're paying them, and their favorite broker to win because they're paying them, and they're using their influence to get companies literally taken down. It's just a lot of messy nonsense at this moment in time. So rather than get caught up in the whirlwind, of course you could subscribe to my channel and I'll keep you up to date on this information, but don't get too caught up in it. Just continue to trade, learn the skill. Once you learn the skill, when a broker or prop firm closes, because it's going to happen continuously in your journey, you just have to be able to go to another one and just start all over and unpack your bag and keep trading. It's like being a nomad, fortunately, because the government wants in, man, and they're regulating. So where regulation comes, the bittersweet old days. So if you were here with that 1 to 500 and up, 1 to 1,000, 1 to 1,500, 1 to 3,000, you're a dinosaur. Things are changing. So with that being said, yeah, man, we got to say, salute, man. It was fun while it lasted, but it's over, man. True Forex Funds. Now, what I believe is going to happen is what they said in the post. They're going to have to get with a regulated liquidity provider that the government is accepting, and I just named 3 that they are accepting. There's about 4 or 5, and I think they're just going to have to pay the money that they've been trying to avoid. They make enough money that they can afford it. This is why I don't feel too bad for them. and they're red listed and have been red listed for a year now, and they're pretending like they don't know that, which plays on the intelligence of people who do not do research. This is why they hide everything from y'all in books, in words. I'm looking at y'all, and that had nothing to do with being black, because some of y'all are just in words because y'all not reading. That's what I mean by that. And yeah, just do the research and you'll see that they lie. These companies lie all the time to your face. They're lying right now. Unfortunately, they're lying. And I'm going to expose that, yeah, you know, True Forex Funds is lying to y'all. And I just exposed it to y'all. And unfortunately, I didn't want this to be an exposure video, but I had to do it to show y'all that they're right here. They're right here. One more time. True Forex Funds are right here. True Forex Funds. They are red listed since June 12th, 2013. I mean 2023. So this is no allegedly. This is what happened. And anyone on this list, MetaQuotes is being fined over $100,000. I don't know. I think it's per month actually, for keeping them on the server without providing the data that they need to show that they're in compliance. This is what I'm being told. MetaQuotes is being fined because they're allowing them to trade on the server without providing the proper paperwork. So this is why they're doing it. They're not doing it because they want to lose that money. Of course they want the money, but they're getting fined, and the fines are not worth it, because if they get enough fines, they can be closed down as well. So hopefully I gave y'all the insight that y'all need and the knowledge that y'all need, because people are talking without actually knowing the whole story or giving y'all all the information. So go to the red list, see if your prop firm or broker that you're looking at is up there, and if they all, just know that, hey, you don't have to not deal with them, but just know you're taking a big risk, and that at some point they're going to get that whole closure thing, and they're going to come up there, we didn't know, we were red listed, we didn't know, we didn't know. They know. They know. Okay? So, good luck, and God bless y'all, and yeah, just watch it out here. Just watch it out here, guys.